Hello! So, I wanted to make a Monday video because I've been feeling like in a good groove, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm getting the hang of things again from YouTube, and I'm still very busy with studies, so again, sorry, I don't know when I'm gonna upload a foundation review. I'm having a box of foundations here to remind me every day that I need to do that, but so far it's not really going, it's not really progressing. But anyways, I purchased a new foundation because I've heard Lisa D1, I believe is her name, is a fellow YouTuber, and I'm always admiring her style, and I'm always admiring her good taste in makeup and a lot of her tricks and suggestions that she's been mentioning in her videos. I tried them and it really worked very well. So when she actually said that the Diorskin Star was one of the best not best, but I don't remember what she said, but it was something like one of the best foundations that she had tried in a long time, then I was like, I really need to get that. I absolutely need to. So this is what it looks like. The bottle is pretty gorgeous. It has sort of a slight opalescence to it, and basically when you look at the bottle you imagine something luminous, something bright, and basically it says that it's studio makeup spectacular brightening weightless perfection. It has SPF 30, PA double plus, and it's long wear. And the shade I got is 010. This is the lightest shade that they're selling. It's not exactly my perfect match, like it is a bit dark, but I'm willing to accept that for the flawlessness that it gives me. It's just unbelievably flawless. I have no other words to say about it. It's just gorgeous, flawless foundation. It's like MAC Studio Fix Fluid mixed with Makeup Forever HD, with a big boost of luminosity and much better oil control, if that makes any sense. It's not as cakey as the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. It offers a bit more coverage. It feels more like weightless, if that makes sense, and it's matte, but it has a big luminosity, so it's very dimensional. Your face doesn't appear flat. You don't really need to contour that much once you've used this. You just have that, I don't know, it just appears beautiful. I've been wearing it now for 4 days and I've liked it every single time. Yeah, I don't know, I've worn it for 8-10 hours and it still looked very good, considering I have combination to oily skin and it's been humid here lately. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this foundation, and I would just love it if they would come up with lighter shades, honestly, because this is an equivalent to an NC15 in MAC Studio Fix Fluid, maybe a hair lighter, maybe NC13 if you're taking the Studio Fix Fluid formulation. But it doesn't really, like, it's hard to say because it sort of adapts to your skin. I don't know, since it's not like a mask, then it doesn't appear, like the contrast isn't that great. And right now I'm about an NWNC08, like I'm not at my palest because there's been sun, but like I don't think you can really see a huge difference. So if you're about my skin tone and you don't really mind having something a tad or a hairy darker, but you want that great coverage, that great luminosity, then I would really definitely recommend this one. I have to say, it's one of the most beautiful foundations I've tried in a long while. I was always a bit afraid of matte foundations because they tend to look cakey and they tend to not look good on me, but I've changed my mind with that one. Although it is marketed as a luminous foundation, the fact that it says that it's a studio makeup, it entails that it has a high coverage and it's somewhat matte, because in studios you tend to go with more matte, more high coverage, since you're having so much lights and it washes you off and all of that. So anyways, it's a gorgeous foundation. I would definitely repurchase it. I've already recommended it to my mom. I'm gonna test it on her today and I'll see if she likes it. In addition from that, I'm wearing contacts. I'm not sure if you can tell, probably not in this light. This light is really darkening everything. Like, I have light hair, or lightish, but it's appearing pretty dark on camera. So anyways, those are Desio contact lenses in Desert Dream. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm totally in love with them. They're just, I have hazel eyes, but I wanted something a bit more dramatic. So I picked the Desert Dream because it's sort of a light hazel and I like how natural they appear. Next thing that I want to talk about is the Anastasia brow powder. That's also something, well, I've had the previous, I'm not sure if it was a previous formula, but I've had it for 4 years, so it's a pretty old one. And I used to have it in Strawburn, and now they released other couple of shades for redheads or auburns, and the one I got is caramel because we don't currently have here the other ones. And I mean, it doesn't show on camera, it doesn't want to show, but it has a copper undertone, and that's what I've used on my eyebrows. I absolutely love it. If you've been considering getting Anastasia brow powders, really do, because the color matching is absolutely gorgeous. The powder stays on for until you remove it, and yeah, I don't know, it looks very, very natural. And on top of that, I've been wearing the Toasted Blonde MAC Prolong Wear brow set, which I actually really love as well. It helps to keep the hairs in place, and since it's also slightly reddish, copperish tinged, then it helps to blend everything together. Next, when I bought the Dior Star foundation, I received a freebie, which was the Dior Show Iconic Overcurl Mascara. I've had the Dior Show Iconic, I believe, yeah, and I really, really liked it. But this one is quite different. It's like curved, and this really, really lifts the lashes. It doesn't really give that much volume, but it absolutely curls them and lifts them like impressive. And I've had like many, many mascaras, but this one I'm most likely going to repurchase the full size. Another one that I've been really also enjoying is the Givenchy Noir Couture Mascara in number 4, Rose Pulsion. I'm not sure if you can tell in this light, but it's sort of like a dark rose color. I've been really, really liking it too. If you like color in mascaras, Givenchy ones make really nice ones as well. Something that I've already had for 7 months now, and I've found out that I'm reaching out a lot for it. Like, I feel that every time that I want to do an eye look, I go for this. I know it sounds bad. I have a ginormous amounts of pigments and eyeshadows, and you know, like the matte palettes, the Urban Decays, Laura Mercier, Bobbi Brown, like the customized palettes, and they're gorgeous, but I never go for them when I'm actually wanting to make an eye look for me, like a natural eye look. And this is the Tom Ford Orchid Haze, the eye color quad. This is what it looks like, and this is what they actually look like. let me start off by saying that if I could have my entire kit made out of Tom Ford eyeshadows, I would. That being said, they are hellishly pricey, and they are not that easy to find, at least not for me. I can't get them here, so whenever I'm traveling to Asia or to UK, then I can get them there, but otherwise I can't. But it's just gorgeous. I love how the mirror opens up completely. I don't know how to say, it's just, and the way that they blend, they're like cream. It's sort of like it blends so well and so easily that it makes the work of doing the eye makeup so much easier. So if you've been pondering on getting a Tom Ford eyeshadow quad, I was pondering between the Cocoa Mirage or the Orchid Haze. I went with the Orchid Haze because I'm more of a shimmery kind of, like, I like shimmery. It has 3 shimmery shades, actually 2. They are very shimmery. This one is sort of like a pearl and this one is a matte one. So yeah, and this one I liked it. It's pretty unique because it's like a rose tinge palette. It has this sort of like beige, like a dark champagne with a hint of rose in it. Then it has this one which is a taupe with a hint of rose. Then this one which is a, I would say a full-blown rose color, like dark rose color. And then this one which is a nice burgundy, more on the warm burgundy than a cold burgundy. And I absolutely, it's amazing. That's what I'm wearing today. I did more of a natural look, or not natural, but like you can go really smoky with this, you can go really natural. I mean, it's a very, very versatile palette. That's why I love it so much. If I'm going to travel, I always pick this one because I know that it always blends beautifully. It lasts long, it doesn't crease, and it always looks nice. Like I can make so many looks with this and it will always look nice. Next, the Chantecaille Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer in Alabaster. This is very beautiful, beautiful finish. It's sort of like a gel cream. It's a thick gel, I would consider it. It has a slightly bit more coverage than your average tinted moisturizer, but it just looks like your skin looks nice and even. It's not that good if you have a lot to cover, so I would reserve these for days that you don't really have much to cover. Another thing that I think that it's very important, or it isn't very important, but if you're a regular makeup wearer, then applying sunscreen can sometimes be a bit dreadful because you don't know how it's going to react with the foundation and it can cake up and whatnot. And I found that the Dermalogica Solar Defense Booster SPF 50, it really helps the makeup to glide on better, and yeah, it doesn't react badly with the foundation. Finally, I have to throw those in again. It's the Ren by Retinoid Anti-Aging Concentrate. I just started my new bottle again, and I wanted to say something for perhaps those of you who are still not that sure that this is actually a retinoid. I'm using Retin-A on the evenings. Not every evening, but I try to be consistent with it, and it's really done a big difference on my skin. And I would like to also have something on the day that includes some kind of retinoid or retinol. So I have my La Roche-Posay Redermic R, which has retinol. It's non-irritant, and then I have my bioretinoid oil from Ren. And what I did was that I used them both together. That was too much. Like, And then I used this one alone, and it was still like, you know, when you start using retinoid, how your skin peels. Well, that happened when I started using this again. So it's pretty impressive, because this, like, it didn't happen to me with La Roche-Posay retinol, but it happened to me with this one. So it has quite some retinol in there, although it doesn't say the amount or anything because it's from natural source. But this really works, and I can always see a difference when I start using this again. My skin just smooths incredibly. So if you're still pondering on getting this, I would say go for it, or at least try a sample, because it will make a big difference on the long run. Although it's marketed as a natural product, it's still pretty powerful. So I think that's everything for today. I might do a video on Friday and update you on other stuff that I've found, or the stuff that I'm liking. Oh, and I also got a haircut, which is basically short on the sides and long in the middle. And yeah, I've tried to grow my hair, and it really didn't work. It was a mess, again a mess, and it made me look like, you know, like I had a very round face, and it's not something that I really enjoyed. And it felt like you could see my hair and then you saw my face, so it was a bit, I would rather like people see my face and then my hair than vice versa. And yeah, and also maintenance wise, it's much easier to have short hair, at least for me, because I work out a lot and it's hard to, every time it grows longer it's hard, because I have apparently thick hair, so it's kind of complicated. Anyways, I think that's everything for today. If you have any questions or suggestions on stuff that I should try, then let me know in the comments down below. I really love interacting with you guys. It really makes me happy to get messages and to be able to help you out. And yeah, it's something that I really enjoy. That's why I do these videos. Hopefully you'll be able to test something, like if you wanted to try something and you were on the fence, then hopefully this video helped you out. And yeah, so until next time, and I hope you have a really, really good week. Bye bye!